leading 5-love in the early stages of this match. It gives you an idea of the quality of tennis that he's playing in front of his coach there, Magnus Norman, against Rafa Nadal. So the former champion with it all to do as Soderling heads towards wrapping up this first set. Let's join our commentary team over on court 1 for this one. It's John Lloyd and Simon Reed.
.131 out wide and 2 set points now.
That is a gigantic serve out wide.
Game. First set, Söderling.
The first set in just 33 minutes. Well, it's turning out to be some day. Federer out, Nadal a set down, but plenty of time left. Plenty of people have won the first set against Rafa Nadal and gone away with their tail between their legs.
And maybe for Soderling there, actually just a little warning to him there that up 5-love, cruise control, playing brilliantly, just relaxed a little bit, and next minute 5-3, pressure's back on. That will give him just a little bit of a warning that you cannot relax for 1 second against Nadal. 5-love, doesn't matter what, you know he's going to keep coming at you. But he did well there to compose himself this week, because his serve just started to wobble a little bit, and then got a couple of big serves in. When that first serve's going in, he's just so difficult to beat.
Nadal 2-1 down against Haase, 2-1 down against Pechner, but Söderling's different.
Well, he's different because the two players you just mentioned there, they didn't hit the ball anywhere near as hard. They were having to work much harder to win those 3 sets, and in the end, their legs went in the last 2 sets. The evidence continues like this. Söderling, if anything, is the one dominating the race, and we're not having too many long rallies at the moment. So if he were to go 2-1 up, I don't think his legs will go. I mean, I don't think this match will come down to that. Unlikely anyway on what we've seen so far.
Well, he beat Nadal for the biggest win of his career at Roland Garros last year. That was unthinkable. This would be still a major surprise. Yep, Söderling up to the baseline and cracking it.
Well, the trouble is sometimes with Nadal's slice,
No 15.
as he hit one in that rally, it's all well and good changing the rhythm up, but you've got to get some bite on the slice, and sometimes Rafa's slice sits, and that's what happened there. And then Soderling took charge of the rally. Got to be careful of that shot.
No 30.
Getting a few free points on his serve. Söderling just checking the line.
15-30. 30 all. Söderling is challenging the court.
He's challenging that. It looked close.
Right,
It's the other end of the court from us, but
But
it couldn't have been far away. What's surprising me, though, is that Rafa's forehand doesn't seem to be having any effect.
Well, Soderling's one of the players out there who can. Oh, he clipped on there. Soderling's one of the players that shoulder height backhand that Nadal loves to whip up high against most players. It hurts it. He's strong enough. He can hit through that ball.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. But Pascal, what are you saying? No. He says out and I hit the ball. So, come on. No, I don't want to play.
No, he's right. Rafa's right there.
No. Call the supervisor. I don't want to play this. What happened umpiring with me? Come on. No, Pascal, that's unbelievable. But you feeling is wrong for sure. I hit the ball like he says out.
Yeah, that is unfair.
Well, I think it's the timing that Rafa says is right, and I think it is. He heard the ball out first before he made the play, so he should have to play. He should have two more.
Yeah,
have to play the point again.
absolutely. He'll take his time and compose himself. But I don't think justice was done there. The forehand having effect.
That was a punishing point.
And considering what happened before, it was amazing.
Yes.
That's what they came to see. All he's done is say break point, but it meant a heck of a lot to him.
Advantage Nadal. Again, Nadal. First game, second set.
A cursory and maybe even a withering look at the umpire. But in a perverse sort of way, it might have done him good. It may have fired him up.
Well, you could see the reaction, and it was. And Rafa still mentioning to Pascal that he thinks that it wasn't right, and this is what happened here. That's the ball there. See, he's complaining. He's saying that when he went to hit it, he heard the ball called out.
Yeah.
You can see his reaction there. He should have got a replay on that point, and he didn't.
certainly got the adrenaline coursing through his veins right now.
That's the best forehand he's hit. That was a stunner.
Love 30.
106 miles an hour second serve, and dealt with ease. Brilliant forehand.
And it seemed it needed a grievance to get the forehand really working.
Oh.
Love 40.
117 mile an hour second serve. I'm sure that wasn't being coached by Magnus Norman.
Well, that was because he had his last second serve at 106 and got punished, and it made him in his mind think, I've got to go for something bigger, and he served the double.
Yeah, strong stuff from Söderling, but he's got to do it
15,
two more
40.
times. Now it's away. And
So Soderling is challenging the corner.
Söderling's challenging it. It did look
Ball
wide,
was called out.
but it's an important stage, and he feels he's got to go for this. He was right last time, but wrong this.
Game Nadal.
So now it is game on.
Nadal is 2 games to love second set. Mr. Soderling has 2 challenges remaining.
It's getting into the rallies now, Nadal. He's starting to read the serve a lot more. In the first five games, he didn't know what was going on, but now he's starting to pick the serve, get into these points, force Soderling to go for a lot of shots from awkward positions now.
And even though he's lost the first set in that time, he's won 5 of the last 6 games, Nadal.
Love. That's 15.
nice other side, and he is getting a few cheap points
15.
now behind his serve, which he wasn't earlier on. That was a huge return.
40-30. Game, Nadal.
6 out of 7 now for the Spaniard.
Nadal leads 3 games to love. Second set, first set, Soderling.
And Nadal may have argued with Pascal Maria with very good reason, we think. I mean, the ball was called out, but his reaction after that seems to have turned on the turbo for him. He's a different player now.
Yeah, see that just charged him up so much. The whole momentum there and his whole attitude just changed. But in that early part of the match, when Soderling was so effective, you know, he was taking charge of the rallies early on, and Nadal really was not getting into any of the points. The rallies were short, and Soderling was brilliant. He was hitting lines, but now in these last 5-6 games, Nadal, now these rallies are getting longer, and he's getting into all these points, and he's forcing Soderling to keep going for big shots. Soderling is going to hit winners still, but it's a question of how many errors he makes. At the moment, the balance has tipped the other way. And you look at Nadal still in this match, when it's a set and a half, he's only made 2 unforced errors.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. He's only made 5 winners, but 2 unforced errors. Soderling's going to have to keep on trying to hit through that. I mean, it's a tough proposition over 5 sets.
Well played.
And Soderling's stats on coming into the net during this tournament have been phenomenal, really. But he's not a great volleyer. But the thing is, he comes in on such good approach shots.
Yeah.
30 love.
People tell me that Pete Sampras wasn't a terrific volleyer, but he had so many easy volleys.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hitting volleys, you know, at shoulder height all the time because your approach is so good, well, you and I could even put some of those away. Not many,
Steady.
but some of them.
Love. Game.
That's what Söderling needed.
Nadal leads 3 games to 1.
Magnus Norman's face never alters. I don't think Söderling's the easiest guy to coach, not from what I've heard, but he's done a wonderful job. If he were to win this match, Söderling, he'd go to number 4 in the world if Murray lost his. Leapfrog over Murray and Del Potro.
Love 15.
That's just, again, one of the reasons that makes Soderling so difficult to play. No, not many players can do that, if any. From a 118 serve, put you in such a difficult position right off the bat there, and Nadal wasn't ready for that next ball.
$15.
But he was in position.
30-15.
And it was shoulder height. Yep, that's what he was doing so well in the opening set. Great backhand, stretch wide.
Net. Again, Nadal.
Much better serving from Rafael Nadal.
Nadal leads 4-1, second set, first set. Soderling.
Don't know about you, John. I'm still not convinced he's moving 100%, but out there on court with those scores, it looks like he's turning things around. But I just have a feeling there was 2 or 3 games when things were really going well, but he's just a fraction off his quickest.
Well, you might be right. I mean, he is so fast that you know, when he doesn't pick up balls on wide ones, sometimes you think that perhaps you know, he could just be favouring one side there and just a little bit worried about his knee, but he's managing this match so much better now. And what he's doing is, we've seen Soderling still hit some big winners, but Nadal will know that if he can keep these rallies at this sort of length, 4-5 plus, and keep putting him in awkward positions, Soderling will hit winners.
Time.
But the averages will come out in Nadal's favour over 5 sets. If he can get him into awkward position in the first 5 games, Soderling was dominating that sort of middle court area and was just hitting winners at ease. Now he's having to try and force the issue from further back because Nadal's length has improved.
Off.
8 aces now. Just looking for a short ball like that.
15 all.
And the body serve useful there. But he's not had a lot of success on second serve.
game. Soderling.
Again, big second serve. Söderling holds.
Nadal leads 4 games.
Just a single break, but it's significant when Söderling gets the first serve in. He's winning 87% of the points and then only 44% behind the second serve. That's the bonus, but the second serve, that's the problem. And it's moved up a bit. It's been in the 30s.
No, that's below his average for the tournament.
30 love.
By a decent margin, which you would expect against Nadal perhaps, but that's obviously where this, one of the big aspects of where this battle is being won at the moment by Nadal.
He makes them so often. I'd have been surprised to have missed that.
30-15.
It was a feature of his play in the latter stages against Haase, those backhand across courts. Wow. That was some control because it was fizzing away from him.
40-30.
Well, he improvised well here. Soderling, because he was had to go to the one hand. Obviously, couldn't get out there with the two hands, and Nadal surprised that ball going across his body there. Nice angle.
Huge rally.
Game Nadal.
And Nadal outlasts him, and it's 5-2.
New balls, please. Nadal leads 5 games to 2. Second set.
I think for the first time now he'll sit down pretty content with the way things are going.
I think he's changed it around so well, and he's you know, as I say, he's just making Soderling play a lot of difficult balls now. His ground strokes have improved. His variety, he's got much better length on that forehand, which was short a little bit in that first 5-6 games in that first set, where it was really sitting, and Soderling was just, well, he was just awesome then, but was getting a lot of points again in that mid-court area. Now not getting so many, now having to work very hard in these rallies. This is a Nadal, this is the way he wants to play. He wants his opponent to be forced to go for shots from difficult positions.
he has had the most phenomenal year, winning Monte Carlo, Rome, Madrid and Roland Garros back-to-back. A 24-match winning streak going into Queens.
Time.
He lost that one against Lopez in the quarterfinal, but from all accounts he was shattered.
I think that was a blessing in disguise, losing that match. So he could go back and get a bit of rest. He played a lot of matches, and I think he needed that break. He still gave it 110%, as he always does. But I think for the benefit of this tournament, that was the best result that could have happened.
So Söderling serving to stay in this second set. We've been going just over the hour.
Out.
Well, I hope that was on, I hope that was a long line. Because there was certainly enough chalk there.
There couldn't have been more. You almost had to blink, there was so much chalk.
Yes, it'd be embarrassing for Pascal if that's not right. No, he got it wrong.
Yeah.
That was not the best overall I've ever seen.
No, neither player particularly pleased with him at the moment. He might have been tempted to go in and challenge that one. A quick fire game, but it may be irrelevant.
Nadal leads 5 games to 3 seconds.
It's confirmation of the chalk coming up. He presumably saw it long.
That's his reaction. I don't think I'm going to go there again. No.
I'll just keep the score. Late on it, but who wouldn't have been?
15 off.
But he's starting to work Söderling over.
That's enough.
Turning it on now.
14 off.
3 set points then.
This one he flattened out, this forehand. Not as much spin. A lot of pace though.
Second set.
Superb.
Nadal 6 games to 3, 1 second.
the real Rafa turned up at the start of this set. I know players are meant to take each round as it comes, but you can't help but look at the draw. And when he saw the draw, he must have thought, this is going to be the tricky one. Yeah. Söderling in the quarterfinals. And Uncle Tony would have known that too.
I agree. That was this was the matchup of the quarterfinals that you thought if both players played to their potential, I mean, it could turn out to be a classic, as it still could. But I think that set that we just saw there from Rafa Nadal might possibly be the best set he's played of the championship so far. I mean, his pace, the length, I mean, he's just not making any errors anymore. I mean, that's the thing. He's just, okay, maybe not as many winners as he would like, but he's just not making any errors. Unforced errors, 1.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just frightening. He's only made 3 in the whole match.
Even Armas can do that.
I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant. And now you can see the stats are his serve now. He's punching that up now. 77%, 50%, still a little bit lower than the rest of the tournament. But he's playing against Soderling. But Soderling only winning 43% on his second serve. Now that's way below his average. So you can just see where the game has started to change in that second set.
And once we get into long or medium-sized rallies, it's Nadal who's winning them.
He's winning the majority now, and that's worrying. So Soderling has to start, in his mind, perhaps start even thinking of hitting more juice on the ball to try and get ahead early in the rallies. And that's where we may see more unforced errors from him.
Out of nowhere.
I mean, that's what we were seeing Soderling do in the first set, hitting winners from nowhere. And Rafa looked like he couldn't hit winners then. Now, he's just gone up a level with the pace. Oh, that's brilliant.
And he is moving now as quick as ever.
Love 30.
Just looked a little sluggish early on.
Yeah, I think you may be right. This is, at the moment, this is vintage Nadal right here. Soderling has got to serve well now to keep himself in this set. He's taking his time here. He knows this is a big game. Nadal is on fire right now. That's what he needed.
15-13.
.132 miles an hour, that one. It needs more of the same.
How on earth did he get that one back? That's another huge serve.
Well played, Söderling. He's played 3 terrific points in love 30.
It certainly has.
40-30.
It was again an awkward slice backhand to have to deal with. Very short of the court. And he got up there and whipped that forehand. Oh, it's an excellent hold, that.
First game, third set.
That last serve 1-3-6, so he's standing tall.
Well, Magnus Norman there, he doesn't show a lot of emotion as a coach. He's very calm, but inside himself there, he would have been very happy with that hole, because at love 30, Nadal just hit 2 probably of his best forehands of the whole tournament, and he knew that this was a crucial game here, and his charge there really just took his time, just got that serve working, and a couple of big ground strokes there rescued him.
Great angle to see that return.
Love 15.
He's done that. He's hit that return to serve a few times in this match off that serve into the forehand, and he's gone straight down the line.
Another terrific return. Off what looked like a decent serve.
15-30.
I think that hold in the last game did him a world of good,
Yep.
certainly.
All. $40-30.
That wasn't good. It was inviting. And if he'd have made it, of course, it would have been break point.
Again, Nadal.
So a set all and a game
Game.
all. And this is building well.
Well, it looks like the evidence those first two games that both players now are playing at their best. We haven't quite had that yet. Continues like this, we're going to be in for a spectacular last possible 3 sets in this match.
See that skill? That's a joke. Nasty error. Well, he's a big supporter of Real Madrid, is Rafa. He could play for them. Look at that.
Not bad, that.
That's outrageous.
A couple of sloppy errors here. Again, this is what Nadal does to you, though. You know, when he's playing well, he just forces you to go so close to the line.
Yeah, that's big for Soderling to win a rally like that at a time like that.
30 all.
Forehand created that error. It was gigantic. It was so flat. Nadal just couldn't quite control that backhand.
That shot still won't quite come for it. Backhand across.
And Söderling. Soderling leads 2 games to 1. That's it.
Söderling has gritted his teeth here and is showing real fight and an appetite for this battle, and a battle it's going to be.
It certainly is, because Nadal now has just, you know, got his teeth into this match, and he's, you know, he's getting there. His length is so much better, as we've talked about, and again, that's what happens. It just forces you just to go for so many shots that are just slightly outside your comfort range, because you know otherwise Nadal is going to get the ball back and come at you with it. So it just forces the issue. That's where you start making more errors. But Soderling managing this third set, the start of it, really well, because Nadal has come at him with some of his best tennis, and he's still holding on.
Time.
And Nadal also aware that Soderling also has got the sort of artillery that he can hit winners at any stage. So it's got to be very careful against Soderling, because he, as I say, he can just hit winners from anywhere at any time.
Seventh ace.
71% of first serves in as well. He'll be very pleased with that.
Fabulous footwork getting set for that. It's right in front of us. You can see the little steps to get into that position. That's fabulous. And great defense from Söderling before he unleashed that.
Just in that, there was one, two backhand slices, but that's the one that Nadal hits sometimes, where he sort of scoops it and it doesn't go through the court and it sits, and that's when Soderling can take charge of the rally. There was another one early on in the rally where Nadal hit it and hit through the slice, and it really kept nice and low. The one that floats, that can put him in trouble.
No way of picking which way he was going there.
Ball to 15. again. 2 games all. That's it.
Still so few mistakes from Nadal, 5 in the entire match, 5 unforced errors. The old 1-2, which is taking him to number 6 in the world, may well put him higher.
Boom! Oh!
15 all.
There's the backhand across. Almost the first winner, I think, he's had off it.
15-30.
Stayed nice and low there. The open stance backhand. Great shoulder rotation there. Whipped that ball through. That's
16-14.
It's the sort of shot that again, Nadal knows. He makes him play those type of shots and make him go for winners down the line like that on a very tough shot. He's going to win more of them than he's going to lose.
So 2 break points. He threw it away because there was the slice that did float. It was set up. He couldn't bury it. He's buried his racket though.
Nadal leads 3 games to 2. Third set, 1 set.
Don't think that racket's going to be used again.
No. But that was poor, wasn't it, from Söderling?
It was, but again, you know, it's you know, with Nadal, it just wears on you. It's accumulation of how many shots you have to hit. Now he smashes it once and then gives another whack just for good measure, I think. Does he give it another one? There he goes. It's okay to do that now and again, though. I mean, if it can just get that frustration out and then you recharge, get rid of that, get back into it. But you know, this match just it's still early days yet, but it starts to look, you know, it's a Nadal, typical Nadal match where he just gets so many balls back in awkward places, and eventually you just start missing. You can't keep that sort of consistency up of winners. The ratio just doesn't come out in your favor.
Former champion here, and Jones. Well, he responded well after dropping the second set, did Söderling. See what he can do here. Ooh, very close.
Love 15.
Pascal Maria had his finger up as if he was to say, if you do look at me and challenge, that's what I think. I think it was out.
Love Now 30.
Steady on. An unlikely opening. Second serve brought up the white stuff,
and it checked, didn't it? It hit the line and it checked, and
15-30.
Söderling couldn't really get a good swing on that ball. See this second, it really jumped at him there, and he just couldn't really do much with it. Bye-bye. That's a wonderful serve. Only 107 miles an hour, but it's so short up the service box, the angle. You'd have to take off about 5 seconds early to get that ball. It was so wide.
He's made so many of them. The old banana shot from way out wide, but
30-40.
not that time, and it is break back point for the Swede. He's going to challenge it. It looked like it might be just wide, and it's the other side from us and from Pascal Maria. The way he's setting up to serve again, you think he knows it's wide, yeah. Oh, it wasn't exactly put off.
You don't often see that or say that.
Yes,
Soderling there a little bit conservative on that return to serve. You see for him, and that was sort of a mid-court back. He normally drills that, and he gave Nadal the opening there, which of course he took.
Very tentative there.
Advantage, Nadal.
And the chance may have gone here.
Yes.
Yeah, another forehand astray.
Advantage, Nadal.
Again, the slice was invited.
Yes.
No bite on that one again, on that backhand slice. And it's always a sort of iffy shot from Nadal. It can be really good, but sometimes it just gets underneath it and then it doesn't extend on the slice and it just sits. Once again, Soderling taking charge after that shot.
Net.
Yeah, no bounce really. But a chance here for Söderling to bounce back.
Advantage, Soderling.
Not sure he meant that return of serve. It was a good body serve, and I think he got a bit fortunate where it was directed to, but doesn't matter. The result was good.
Yes.
He thought about challenging, but didn't want to get involved.
See, that's that thing that they've got to stop that when they look up at the coaches and then see whether they should challenge or not. That's coaching.
Yeah.
It is a form of coaching.
Yes, either you have coaching or you don't.
Yeah.
Rafa. Who else could produce a shot like that?
Advantage, Nadal.
Two explosions, one there and one when the ball bounced.
Yeah, Nadal.
Big game. And Nadal out of the wood there, saving 2 break points.
Nadal leads 4 games to 2. That's it.
Little look up from Nadal. He was warned for coaching. In his last match. But there's plenty of warnings being pushed around by umpires, but never do we get to the point where a point is deducted.
30 love. That's 15. 40-30.
Just occasionally the odd sloppy shot from Söderling.
Yes.
Well, fifth double fault. Not an ideal time. Now just checking with Pascal Maria,
Mr. Nadal is showing the
who said he thought it was long, but Nadal says, I don't believe you. Well, at least questioning the umpire's judgment. It's pretty close, but out it is.
Advantage Soderling.
Soderling punching his fist. Still in touch.
Soderling has one challenge remaining. Nadal leads 4 games to 3. Third set, 1-0.
News from centre court, where Andy Murray has lost his first set of these championships to the number 10 seed Jo-Wilfried Tsonga of France. Tsonga taking it on a tiebreak in the end. He'd had a handful of set points up to that point and not been able to take them. So the Frenchman takes the lead, puts himself in the driving seat in that quarter-final on centre court, still buzzing after the exit of Roger Federer a little bit earlier on. So Andy Murray with it all to do against Tsonga of France on centre court. Well, heading back to court 1, where it is a really intriguing contest, isn't it, between Nadal and Söderling. You sense that Nadal hold of serve could be crucial in terms of the final outcome of this match. Söderling starting this contest like a train, racing through the first set. But Rafa has gained a foothold and gradually began to wear the Swede down. Very nice pair of shell earrings, it looks like there. So Nadal comes out to serve. 1 set all, but with a break for Nadal in the third. He leads 4-3. Let's return to our commentary team, Simon Reed and John Lloyd.
Enough.
Good return from Söderling.
15-all. That's 15. After 15.
Söderling favouring the serve out wide.
Game, Nadal. Nadal leads 5 games to 3, third set.
Just letting himself down a little bit there, Söderling. 1 or 2 errors. Not able to put any pressure really on the Nadal serve. But we're used to this, aren't we? Another super day. More tomorrow, we understand.
15 up.
Humming down these aces now. That's a lovely point. Nadal soaking up the Soderling power and then a divine little slice.
40-15.
It's asking for the trainer.
Söderling needs 5 games to 4.
He's undoing his left shoe as if
Nadal needs 5 games for third.
that might be the problem. So the trainer going to be called. But the problem for Söderling, apart from anything else, is he's making too many unforced errors. There are 11 alone in this set. Might be blisters. Looks like he's got an ongoing problem there coming into this match.
Well, it certainly looks like it. That is ugly. I'm surprised though that I always think with this sort of rule here, he's called for the trainer, but you know, I would have thought that really you should be calling for the trainer a game before so that he's ready to come out, because he's not here. And now, I mean, Nadal has to wait. I mean, it's
Ladies and gentlemen, the trainer has been called to the court.
I mean,
Yeah.
you see, you can't. I don't think you should be allowed to do that. The point as you're walking there, and then then Nadal has to now wait. You've got the whole time for the changeover, which right now they should be walking back to serve.
Yes.
He's serving for the set, and the trainer's still not here. To me, that you should have to wait until either the set is over or the next changeover.
Agreed.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
We're not saying it's tactical. It just might be.
Well, point is, I mean, Nadal's serving for the set. I mean, I don't think you should be able to do that. And still not here now. I mean, this is ridiculous. Well, I think Nadal's asking that precisely. Just talking to the umpire. It's
Yeah, especially as, you know, we're a game away, probably, from the end of the set.
Exactly. It's ridiculous rule. I mean, they're already over the time now, way over the time, and they're still not out here. So theoretically speaking, if he calls the trainer assesses that he needs the injury timeout, you could have almost about a 6 or 7 minute break.
Yeah. All the office say there's no trainer available just now. He's got to carry on.
Yeah, he's got to carry on till the end of the set. He should have asked for this beforehand, not the point as he's walking to the umpire's chair. It's not his fault. He can do whatever he wants. I think the umpire should overrule it, so to speak. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, Nadal is the one that's basically suffering here, and he's done nothing wrong. The momentum has completely changed now, and he's doing the waiting.
Yeah. And he was charged up. He's shaking his head. He can't believe what's going on.
3 minutes they've been waiting already. Still not here, the trainer.
And then it's going to be an assessment. And then if the assessment proves there's going to be something needed, another 3 minutes.
Another 3 minutes.
So we're talking
7 minutes, basically.
Minimum.
If that, and he's still not here. Oh, I don't understand this. Don't get it.
It's bad for the crowd. It's bad for TV. It's bad for, well, it's bad for Nadal. It's a sorry state of affairs.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, Michael Novotny is the name of the ATP trainer. Not his fault. He might have been treating somebody else somewhere else. This better be good. He might have been the guy who put the plasters on in the first place before the match.
So it is his fault.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Soderling receiving a medical timeout now.
There we go.
So there will be a 3-minute medical timeout. It's a shocker.
So obviously they would never do this, but I think in this situation that Nadal should be able to go up and hit a few loosening serves. Why should he have to wait 7 minutes before he serves?
Why doesn't he do that?
Well, I don't think you're allowed to do that, but I mean, why shouldn't you? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why should he have to wait that long? I mean, that's it is amazing though how many times when you see this happen and the other player just sits on the chair, waits, and then goes out and plays a bad couple of points. At least the ref, you can see him getting up and loosening up a bit, as he should do. I always think when they go into a tennis player's feet, they should pull back. The camera will pull way back. Not a pretty sight.
No. Even yours, John.
No.
Well, he's been through it. I mean, the Ferrer match just a couple of days ago, that probably did the damage. 7-5 in the fifth.
Yeah, I'm sure that was it. I mean, before that, he had an absolute walk through this tournament for the first 3 matches.
So it's been over 6 minutes sitting down there now, just waiting for things to happen.
And this is the sort of thing that, let's just take one view here, that if Rafa Nadal was to go out now and lose his serve and lose this set, I don't think he will, but let's just say he did, that's the sort of thing where it could, something like this, make a rule change, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Maybe perhaps like a certain ball that maybe went over the line in a certain game of football, perhaps.
Yes.
Sometimes something like this has to happen to create a rule change.
Well, it's very publicly very wrong. So Nadal then finally is able to serve out for this third set.
No, 15.
Nadal just bending there as if his back was a bit stiff.
No kidding.
We've all been there. It's unusual to see him do it. Wow. You can see he knew it was set up for him. Yeah. Well, there was so much topspin on that, it was impossible to control.
That's 15.
Thought his way back into the rally, but the slices again not really doing the job for Nadal.
Yeah, again sitting up.
30 all.
Not much bite on the ball. I really thought that Nadal was going to make this one. Looked like he got there in plenty of time. See that racket back early enough. Should have made that.
A challenge. He was very quickly into it. It did look as if it might be long.
Yeah, but I think it was very close. It's worth a challenge.
Sure,
anyway.
yeah,
Might as well do it.
Yeah. There's 2 points from the set. So it's break point, Söderling. Söderling celebrates, but you have to feel for Nadal, because there's no doubt he got cold mentally and got caught sluggish, and my Spanish is not too good, but I can just imagine what he's saying.
I don't blame you. Double fault the first point. Hasn't hit a ball for what, 7 minutes plus, waiting.
And that's a former champion and the world #1 who had to suffer that. And he's out of challenges now.
When you think he's only served 3 double faults in the whole match, and 2 of them were in that game.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence when he had to wait for 7 minutes.
15 all.
Söderling's been given a lift.
30-15.
May have affected his concentration.
15.
Well, he's definitely lost his rhythm.
The unforced error count starting to rise for Nadal. Another backhand into the net, and it is 6-5 Söderling.
Soderling leads 6-5, third set, 1-0.
But well done, Söderling. But it's left us with a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth because it's Rafa, because that shouldn't have happened. I don't think you can blame Pascal Maria. The rule's there. He sits down. He doesn't want to play. He wants the trainer.
There's a very easy way of stopping that, though. That you have to go to the umpire at least a game before the changeover and say to him, I'll need a trainer at the next changeover.
But at the moment, that's not in the rule book.
It's got to change, though.
Yeah.
Because that way, and if the trainer is not there after when that game, then within a certain period of time, then you have to just. It's the way it is. Then you have to wait till the next changeover.
Time.
Otherwise, I mean, you can't help the trainers. You can't have trainers standing by on every court waiting for an injury if it doesn't happen. They've got to get from the locker room.
So Nadal, who 5 minutes ago was serving for the set, now serves to stay in the set. It doesn't seem right. Only 24 years of age, but he's had a mountain of experiences at this level and even higher. He's got to draw on them here.
Oh, that's a nice frame forehand there.
40 love.
So it will be a tiebreak to decide this third set.
Both players receive one.
They've played 3 breakers against each other. It's 2-1 Söderling.
1-0 Nadal.
Some of the Rafa fans applauding that shot. His framing didn't work quite as well as Rafa's.
Nadal.
But he couldn't do it again.
Well, not the best start to the tiebreaker from the Swede.
3-0 Nadal.
Oceans of time there.
That was really weak effort.
Nadal.
Still winning 86% of the points behind his first serve, Söderling. It is
3-2
crucial to him.
Nadal.
Oh, what a forehand. You could hear the crowd. Everybody, I think, almost in the whole stadium thought that ball was going out from Nadal. And then that
4-2
spin,
Nadal.
maybe even Uncle Tony thought that was going out. But that ball just dipped right at the last fraction. Here comes the forehand, and it looked like it was going out. And that just amazing spin that brings the ball down. Well, here's the reaction there. That bounced pretty well. Still may have some more life in that one.
Ooh, it's close. It did look very close. Again, the far side, but that may just have got the outside of the line. It wouldn't have missed by much. And Rafa was very quick to put his protest in.
Yeah, way in.
A popular decision.
4-2 Nadal.
Let's hear it for technology.
5-2. Nadal.
Still too many unforced errors from Söderling.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that forehand, really, because it was certainly makeable. It wasn't a particularly good shot from Nadal, and you can see his reaction as a big point as well.
Just enough.
5-3. Nadal.
So 2 service points for the Swede, but these 2 for Nadal could be enough.
Nadal.
So 2 set points to go 2 sets to 1 after being a set down.
And third set. Nadal by 7 games to 6.
The former champion in front now, and I think a sense around the place that justice has been done. But Söderling still a very dangerous customer.
Certainly is. Little comfort break there from Rafael Nadal. And I think he did deserve that set after the break that he had. I think justice was sort of served there, really. But you know, again, even though Soderling's errors count certainly went up there, you know, he is, as you said, Simon, still so dangerous, and Nadal will know that he's got
Getting that set. It's interesting, isn't it? I didn't see the match Nadal played against Philip Petschner, but what I'm told is that he had treatment on his knee and he called the trainer at a pretty delicate time in that match. So some would say, you know, the worm has turned here.
Well, I didn't see that incident either, but if that's true, I mean, my point is that the rule should be changed.
Yeah.
Whoever it affects, it's not right, and you can correct it, you know, by making sure that it's that you have to ask for a game right, and the trainer is standing by, has to be standing by.
It's another thirsty day. So 2¼ hours have been going. It's not going to be a marathon match unless we have a huge 5th set. Seen enough of those.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not been the most grueling of matches.
No, but the rallies have you know, got a bit longer. In the first set, it was very sort of quick fire tennis, particularly from Soderling. He was hitting winners all over the place, but they are getting some longer rallies now.
He always looks so relaxed, Tony Nadal. I think they're a class family, aren't they? There's
Time.
plenty of applause when
Yep.
opponents win matches and points. So Nadal with his nose in front. 2 sets to 1. Start set number 4.
15 up.
Certainly whacking at his head. He wanted a brisk start to this fourth set.
That's it up.
Closing the gap on aces. Yeah, deserved that, Söderling. Move well, turn defence into attack, and then a lucky ball from Nadal might have won the rally. He had a sort of lunge for it.
Yeah, he adapted well, didn't he? I mean, it was had to certainly put on the accelerator here to get up to that ball and whip it through with such pace.
Forty 15. Game, Nadal.
He's certainly unable to control that whip forehand.
First game, fourth set.
I've never seen him tired, Nadal.
No, I don't think I have. He is a remarkable athlete. He's very similar in that way to the great Bjorn Borg.
Yes.
Never saw him tired either. I actually asked him that, were you ever tired in a match? And he said he was playing, I think, against Lendlaw, and it was, I think, 3 or 5 all in the 5th or something like that. And he said, I got a little bit tired for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Serving, big serving, remains the key for Söderling. Did he get the corner? Nadal having a look.
30-15.
Just a query, but no challenge.
Oh, 15.
Snap is still very much with the serve. That was 137 miles an hour.
15 off.
That's not going to get the job done. Mid-court ball from Soderling. He's going to be running all over the place if he hits it that short.
Oh, yes.
That's a stunning passing shot there from Nadal.
I thought he was going to slice it until the last moment.
30 love.
I agree. I mean, this one came in fast at him. It was, he's what, 4 feet behind the baseline there, pushing out. Just managed to steer that one down the line.
That's 15.
That's an unusual miss, Söderling challenging him.
Fatigue.
Blistering finish. And
New ball space.
2 games to 1.
Nadal leads 2 games to 1. 4th set.
Just want to update you on the match taking place on centre court between Andy Murray, the number 4 seed, and Jo-Wilfried Tsonga of France, the number 10 seed. It is now 1 set apiece. Both of the opening 2 sets have gone to tie breaks, and you can see how important Andy Murray felt it was to level the match up at a set apiece. Just 1 set point required for him as Michael Caine looks on, and the Murray camp, Mum Judy and girlfriend Kim, very happy indeed about that. You sense it was essential for Murray to win that set and level up the contest. Otherwise, Tsonga would have run away with it. It is definitely a battle of the serving at the moment. Tsonga's serve looking slightly the better, but it is 1 set apiece at the moment. And all to play for on centre court. Right, still all to play for on court 1 as well. Rafa's got his nose in front, though. He's so tenacious and such a competitor. You wonder whether Soderling will be able to find a way back into this match. The winner, of course, playing the winner of the match on centre court currently. So Soderling to serve, 1-2 down and trailing by 2 sets to 1 as well.
beautifully timed.
15 off.
You have to take that ball early like that because Nadal is so quick. If you don't take it early, he'll get back into position and hit a passing shot.
The nets here are so forgiving. That never looked likely to go over, but the top spin and the force of the shot made it bend. Ever polite. Again, the slice return set up and begged.
30-15.
Done that a few times.
That's his second wild forehand. That's it. It's a big first serve too. So much movement on that racket head. I mean, slight mistimed it, and it goes flying.
Not just long. Söderling's going to challenge it.
Soderling in the corner of that baseline, always put up.
Looked up at Magnus Norman, who said, get involved. And was he right? No, way out.
30-40, Mr. Soderling has 2 chances.
So, break point.
Yes.
The serve is the key. 134 miles an hour.
Oh, that's wild.
Advantage, Nadal.
Second break point for the Spaniard. It's away. And he may shortly be following it out of the tournament.
And that leads 3 games to 1, 4 set.
Nadal has. Söderling needs to be strong now. Find something exceptional.
Yeah, it's just one of those cases where Soderling just has to
50 love.
feel that he just has to get a little bit extra on the ball to get past Nadal, and that's what Nadal does to you over a long match. He just keeps over and over again making you play one more ball, and in the end you just go for too close to the line.
He looks so sure now, Nadal, about everything he's doing. Just signs now that Soderling has lost his belief in himself now. He's shaking his head a bit, and he's going for shots now in positions on the court that the odds are not in his favour. Well, how many times is he stuffing that ace down the middle from the left court?
Nadal leads 4 games to 1, 4th set.
I get the feeling that Söderling's given it his best shot here, and for a while it all seemed to be going so well. But after the first 20 minutes, when he was 5-love up, he only just clawed out the first set. Since then, it's been predominantly Nadal.
Yeah, he was a little bit fortunate to come back in that third set, Soderling, and take it to a tiebreaker after we had that long delay. That was, he broke back really more because Nadal's momentum had stopped and he played an awful service game there Nadal. But other than that, Nadal has really been in command since that first set. And we've seen odd periods of brilliance from Soderling, as you will do with someone who's as aggressive as that. But you know, you just don't feel over 5 sets. You just didn't get the feeling after that first set, once Nadal got his teeth into it, that he was just going to make enough winners to counteract the many errors that he's been making.
Yeah, there have been 32 unforced errors from Söderling in the match, just 12 from Rafa.
Enough. Love.
Things just conspiring against him now.
Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant passing shot.
It's one he's made only sporadically in this match, but boy, it's worth waiting for.
30 all.
Now, the cross-court backhand has probably been about his weakest shot today, Nadal, but that one was just perfectly balanced. Just see very short swing there, and just as his head stays down on the ball.
It was almost on the half volley.
Through. Yes, it was.
Dirty 14.
119-mile-an-hour second serve. And the game could very shortly be completely up. Break point, Nadal. And it seems to me he's broken Söderling already. Ooh, it's just not.
Don't see that happen very often. A mistake like that on the second. It was a good second serve, but Nadal, you can see he's mad there. He wants to close this out. He knows if he'd broken there, this match was all over.
A better slice.
Advantage, Nadal.
There was security, and Nadal a game away from the semi-final.
Nadal leads 5 games to 1.
He's really broken the Swedes' will to win in this match.
So many promising beginnings for Söderling, winning 5 games in a row. Since then, it's been downhill as Nadal has gritted his teeth, and it's been a man-sized performance. Hitting and hoping now rather than hitting and expecting.
Take it up.
Yeah, the margins have been against him in the last hour or so.
40-15.
2 match points for Nadal. Good return. I don't know what Söderling was doing. I thought he was going to protest about the serve being long. Just leave it alone. It was a super return. How can you miss it? Let's get on with it. Second match point. There it is.
Nadal. 3-6, 6-3, 7-6, 6-1.
For the third time this tournament, he's found himself a set down. But he's come back glowing. Top class from Nadal.
Wonderful performance. He knew that Robin Söderling's already left the court very quickly, that he was playing a danger man today, who's been in tremendous form since the championship begun, and obviously had that wonderful French Open run. And Uncle Tony there, they knew that the power of the Swede was dangerous, and with the serve as well on grass, he was a very awkward opponent. But once Nadal got got out of that bad start that he had, where he started finding his range and started maneuvering Soderling around the court, forcing him to errors. Really, there was only one winner. It got a bit nervy in that third set, which I think was a bit unlucky for Nadal because of that breaking time. But other than that, he was in command, really, and I thought he played some fantastic tennis during the last 3 sets.
And for him, it's all about Grand Slams, and he's got his revenge, hasn't he? Roland Garros last year, Söderling getting the win of his life against Nadal. It was a crushing blow for the Spaniard. Then this year at Roland Garros, he put him in his place. He won in straight sets.
Yep.
Here, from a set down, as you say, he broke his spirit. He was a broken man at the end there.
He was going for shots that he knew he had no chance to make. He didn't think he could win this match from pretty much early on in the 4th set, and you could see it in his demeanor. And obviously the better player won. A classy performance from the Spaniard.
So Rafa waves goodbye to court 1, but we will see